Hi Libra, hello. Welcome back to the Tarot Closet. Welcome if you're new to the channel. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you're having a good day wherever this finds you. Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs. Welcome to another Libra Tarot reading. Libra Love Tarot reading, Libra Love Reading, and as is pretty much always the case here at the Tarot Closet, Libra Love Messages, channeled love messages from your person, messages from their higher self. Let's take a look at the energy coming in, Libra. It's the Eight of Pentacles and the Knight of Wands. Alrighty, well, first of all, the Eight of Pentacles is the Sun in Virgo, and it's kind of going here. It's in reverse. It's pretty clear that something needs to be worked out, and it's around like where things are going. The Knight of Wands. The Knight, is this Knight on the move? Are you still trying to work something out around that? So what direction is this connection going? What has been going on? Is there some kind of a break in communication? Are we looking at a pause, or is this no contact, no communication, and or in separation? It's very early. Let's continue on. Libra, I just want to remind you that all your Libra tarot readings, your Libra love readings are linked in the description of today's video. You'll find all 12 zodiac signs there, as well as twin flame readings, all signs tarot, love tarot readings, love messages, and all 12 zodiac signs. They are also on the playlist tab. That's what I wanted to say here at the Tarot Closet. And anything else that you're looking for is probably there, so feel free to explore. Let's continue checking out the energy coming in. It's the Ten of Cups and the King of Cups. So this is about, well, life together. The Ten of Cups, I really like this energy. Mars and Pisces. Had you built a life together? Have you been building it? Is it on the table? It's on the table, you could say. There is a new cycle here. Happiness and love. Building a life again, or had you built it? Something hasn't moved forward quite yet, and is it about to? It's coming here with the King of Cups. One of four kings under the Emperor, the master of emotions, the feelings, and it's in the upright energy. I do like that energy because that is an energy of, well, empathy, and somebody who, wants to work this out, wants to move forward. Just looks like it hasn't quite been yet. Let's continue on and see what else is going on here. The King of Swords, communication, Nine of Cups, wish fulfillment. Yeah, the Ace of Swords in reverse. It's the lack of clarity of where things are going. Somebody maybe who hasn't been honest. You're in this energy, Libra, as well as Gemini and Aquarius. This is definitely around life together. Look, the Nine of Cups is here in the partnership placement. Wish fulfillment. Jupiter and Pisces energy. Jupiter is the ruling planet for Pisces as well as Sagittarius. We're looking at a Pisces energy. It's the planet of prosperity, abundance, growth, luck. I think that's really more about timing. Things coming to fruition here. 9 cups, missing 1 cup. That going into the Ten of Cups. So that's a pretty validating energy here, because it does feel like you were there, or you've been building it, or it's been a possibility. But some things need to be worked out. So what is that around? There's communication about it. Has somebody not been honest about something? Are we looking at location? Or what level? Like, is there some kind of compromise? The King of Swords is also here. So we have the King of Cups. We've seen the King of Swords here. 2 of the 4 kings under the Emperor. It's around communication. Somebody's been thinking about it. What to say, I guess, strategic. Maybe even how strategizing in terms of how to communicate. It's Gemini. And Mercury energy. Mercury, of course, is the planet of the mind, the planet of communication. Very strongly connected to reading and writing. So obviously this could be a conversation that you're having via messages, SMS, text message, social media messages, email. How do you normally communicate? Do you talk on the phone? Do you see each other? Because this is communication here. And I like the way it's coming in with the King of Cups. And of course, the wish fulfillment energy here of the Nine of Cups, Nine of Pentacles. This is around next level. First of all, our Nine of Pentacles is here where their energy is really strong. Secondly, again, it's one pentacle shy of the Ten of Pentacles. Things coming to fruition. Wish fulfillment. Just looking here, as you can see, at the cards today. Look at our messenger kind of flying into the birdhouse. Could this be for some of you around moving in? Of course. That's really specific, but it is a message that's literally here. But this is commitment coming in. And I want to validate around the communication if somebody should be coming back into town. Or it's just the energy of our messenger flying here into this house with a message right on the other side of the King of Swords. Yeah, this is communication about the next level, and it hasn't been worked out. That's the thing, that Eight of Pentacles in reverse. And now here is the Nine of Pentacles. It's a coming together energy for me, communicating around this relationship. Here we go, Knight of Swords. Yeah. We saw the Nine of Wands, the movement around matters of the heart, let's say, like on the move. This is what I'm making happen. Now also here, the Knight of Swords. Libra, this is your energy. And Mercury. There is a mountain to conquer. Look, we can see the knight on the horse. We're only seeing the shadow, which is interesting. So could definitely be indicating some kind of energy that's been going on. You can see that there's fog around it. You know, it's not particularly clear. And that's really validating around where things have been. Like, where are we going? Or is there a compromise to be made? This level. Has somebody, again, not been honest about it? Because that's the lack of clarity as well in the Ace of Swords in reverse. And also kind of in the head, you could say, like stuck in the head. But this Knight of Swords, the transactional energy, communication is clarity. Look at this at the top of the mountain. And also, come on, card. Also where the flag is, it's sort of like victory, you know. Obviously, reaching that. And there's clarity there. You can see there. You can see above all the clouds. You can get clarity here. You can see here what you could not see here. And the Mercury energy, right connected here to the King of Swords, the Knight of Cups. Strong validation around the clarity and the communication, the conversation that this the clarity that this communication is bringing is, for lack of a better word, clear. And yeah, this is also clear, and I'll tell you why in a moment. So the Seven of Wands is not surprising. Mars and Leo, sort of like a self-defensive energy, and it is catty corner here with our King of Swords. It's like a self-defensive energy, you know, so the conversation or communication around what has been going on is, it's like protecting the heart kind of energy. Look, holding a sphere, there's sharks around. There are people here swimming above. There's the boat. It's kind of stopped. There's, you know, it's sort of waiting there. It's in the water. It's timing. It's emotional. It is connected to the Ace of Swords in reverse. So clearly, pun intended, you know, the lack of clarity of what's been going on. And more importantly, some kind of broken promises. Or again, the lack of like somebody not being ready or sort of like, yeah, but we have been going this direction. We've talked about this direction. It really is, there's just so much lack of clarity here. It's It's the Knight of Cups, and it's in reverse. And it's connecting to the Ace of Swords in reverse, yet it's also connecting to this Nine of Pentacles in the upright, and the Eight of Swords in reverse, which I like because that's communicating. It's like getting out of this energy of, look, in this particular card today, the hands are tied. This is like untying the hands and being able to move freely as we see our messenger going into the birdhouse here. So this is definitely communication around it. Yeah, coming together, Three of Pentacles. Mars in Capricorn, working it out. Had you built a life? Were you building it? Was it on the table? This is like teamwork. It's like working it out. You can see here, obviously it's the Three of Pentacles, and they have plans out, and they're mapping things out. There's numbers involved, and these are pentacles, contracts, relationships, partnerships, commitments. And that could be including, in some cases, money, maybe even house situations. But as you can see, there's this little math tool. I always forget the name of it. But it's like working it out. So there could be literal things here that are playing a part in this, around other commitments, around money or jobs. Of course, it can also be around people. The Four of Wands is here, and it's in the upright. The Page of Cups is in reverse. I want to validate the Four of Wands that it can be a marriage card. This is Venus and Aries energy. Now, I don't think that's going to be for everyone. This is that somebody's waiting for, but it is here. And it's definitely a validation that there is a collective this energy is for. Again, whether it's getting more serious or exclusive, moving in, marriage. It's here. It's in the upright, and it's right here with the Nine of Pentacles. It's like somebody's ready to talk, or it's time to talk. It's time to work this out. I also want to validate this energy around the Four of Wands, that if you can see each other, which some of you can, that, it might be at that wedding or graduation or party, like a celebratory kind of reunion energy. The Page of Cups in reverse is not surprising because it's really connecting to kind of the immature energy that's been going on. It's here with the Seven of Wands, sort of like protecting the Ace of Swords in reverse and that King of Swords. So it can be that somebody is chronologically in age. There's a difference. That's not necessarily going to be the case. What it really is for me is this emotional immaturity. It's kind of like what got here, of somebody not being honest about being ready for a particular level. Like somebody's been ready, somebody hasn't. Somebody's been available, somebody hasn't. It's an emotional immaturity. So it's not surprising to me that there would be a little bit, look, just even the Page of Wands in reverse, a little bit of self-defensive energy as they approach to communicate. The Magician is here in the upright. Gemini and Virgo energy, as above, so below. Like somebody it's like kind of laser focused, getting focused here and making it happen. Here's the thing with the Magician. It is connected to the solar plexus chakra. I do. Moving into the throat chakra, I speak. So that much is really super clear. And you could say, coming out of that full energy where there's, okay, let's come together or have this conversation. What's going on here? Because you go into the full when you get out of the World card, and that's where there's some really big life-changing decisions, completing pictures like marriage, family energy. But for me, it really is about whatever's going on in that World card. So whether it's distance, a job, somebody being ready, moving into that full energy. And then here we are in the Magician who, is in this energy of a new beginning and the potential that is being held here. The Magician has access to all the elements, water, air, earth, and fire, the resources, and can yeah, can utilize all those resources, all of the elements around movement and the feelings and the commitment energy and the communication and the clarity. It's like all here, and it's the move forward. So yeah, look at just even where it is. It's your overall energy today, as you can see here at the tarot closet where you are, where you should be. And it's connecting here with the Four of Wands. So if you are seeing each other, it's like coming over for sure and having this conversation there. Whether, again, it be at a wedding or some kind of a big gathering, like a reunion energy. I mean, it could be for some of you a literal reunion, like a school or a family type of reunion. That's really specific. But it's this conversation, Libra. Oh, okay, that's the one that wanted to come out. More validation of kind of this the defensive energy. The Nine of Wands, look, the seagull's kind of flying in here. The turtles are like trying to get to the water. The moon in Sagittarius energy. So it's sort of like maybe walking away or just kind of not being ready for the conversation. But somebody is, it's like the conversation is coming, you know. We're one wand here away from the Ten of Wands of the new cycle. And you can see that here in the Page of Wands, which is in reverse. And that's literally more validation of just kind of a struggling, immature sort of energy around both the connection, like where things are, where they're going, the immature kind of energy, but also around the conversation. It's right here with the King of Swords. It's in between the King of Swords and the Seven of Wands. And the Nine of Cups and the Knight of Swords. So it is this energy of happening. Yeah, awakening. There's, okay. So Judgment is back. Or, excuse me, Judgment is here. The King of Cups is back. We're going to look at this one, which is very much your energy belonging here in the reading. Somebody is waking up, Libra. And the feelings, if you want to know, they are here. I like how they're coming in. I like the energy of how things are coming together. Judgment connected to the crown chakra, I know. Yeah, and I don't think that was the case because it's been, again, for pun intended, it's been not clear, like things have not been worked out. This person is waking up. This is Archangel Gabriel, the angel for messages, the herald of visions. Wake up. Wake up, make a decision here. What do you want? It's clarity and truth. If you are in some kind of a pause or a break or even no contact, no communication, it's like, is this reconciliation or closure energy? Just got to get that down because it is yours and that is also yours. And that's it. And the bottom of the deck here is the Four of Swords. We're going to look at that, these energies here in a minute. Jupiter, Libra energy. So it really is a validation here, strong validation, and that something has been going on. It's already clear, but it's just a validating energy for me. It's here with the Three of Pentacles in the upright and the Eight of Swords in reverse. So it's like time for this. There's been some kind of a pause or a break, you know, and it's like this conversation now. You go in the Four of Swords and you get out of the Three of Swords. So something having gone on there. And this is like healing. And it's just sort of maybe a moment apart, a moment of thought. Yet coming in here with that Eight of Swords in reverse of somebody who, yeah, it's like a release. You know, again, like hands are untied. So I do want to validate something here. Okay, it's really specific, but it is here. And it will not be for everyone. If there has been something on either side of the connection here in the way of third party, and that needing to complete first, it is here. Okay, I just want to validate that within that Three of Swords, and then going in here, Eight of Swords in reverse, hands untied now. Yeah, so that's really specific. The King of Cups again is back. It's right here with the Nine of Pentacles. Here on the other end of the King of Swords. Eight of Cups. Ten of Swords in reverse. So there's an okay, yeah. Wow. So somebody here, look at this, is also, there is an apology here as well. It's more than an apology, Libra. It's on the table anyway, okay? But somebody here is apologizing for pulling away. There's, look at this, most definitely some emotional immaturity here with our Page of Cups in reverse. Ace of Swords in reverse, lack of clarity of what somebody was ready for or available for. There's a pulling away emotionally here. Saturn and Pisces energy. And it came here with the Ten of Swords in reverse. So something clearly has gone on. This is an apology. It is a new beginning. You could say, well, obviously there's healing around it. There is a recovering kind of energy. It's really clear. Look, it's right on the other end of Judgment. You can see the hands reaching out. And look, and there's the mountains here as well. The one we saw here in the Knight of Swords. Clarity. Here, look. This Knight, clearly there's an energy of this person on the move, quote unquote, around the communication. There is, and the apology is for the pulling away here, clearly. Now, there's more I want to unpack, but just a moment. The Strength card is here in reverse, Leo energy. And the Strength card is connected to the heart chakra. And this is fear. It's fear. So I want to validate our King of Cups having come back, our Four of Wands, our Ten of Cups having come in, the Nine of Pentacles, that it's clear just sort of where things have been or where they are here, that somebody has been afraid of the next level, whatever that's going to mean for you, and also around the feelings. Also, I really feel like it's around the communication as well. And I want to validate that for those of you that this has been around a platonic and or physical moving to something more, that it is a validation around that. And because of it, there have been some broken promises here, some kind of sabotage energy. It's also here with our Knight of Cups in reverse. Yet here with the Four of Wands of this reunion energy, this coming together, and also that representation, the connection possibly to marriage, of broken promises around that. So whether that's somebody who's just been afraid of that, or there hasn't been clarity clarity in terms of the fear, but clarity in terms of where somebody's been at. It's a conversation to clear that up. We're looking at Oracle. I'm not reading it in reverse. The bottom of the deck, new life, new beginning. This is coming to a 3, and, well, yeah, it's timing, beginning, middle, end. You could say life, death, rebirth. So the kind of, clearly, there's that word again, emotional conversation that is, yeah, well, going to clear up some things, and that's going to set a new path forward here. The potential that's here is really strong. A lot of this has been dependent on the wake-up energy. Now, that's what I wanted to also say. The Strength card in reverse, the wake-up energy here, 8 of Cups, also 9 of Cups. And bigger picture energy here, the Magician, which, by the way, is connecting to new life in the 10 of Swords in reverse, which is also around healing. So for those of you that this conversation or this understanding or this wake-up call for you is indicating there's nothing here for me anymore, and manifesting what it is you want, that is here. Either way, there is a new cycle here for you. New life, is it together or apart? You have free will. Your person has free will. Oh, here, I'm not surprised by this. Energies, outcomes, they can, they will, and they do change. The future is not fixed. Yeah. So this awakening energy, just to validate that it is also for you, obviously, getting clarity, making a decision. The wake-up energy there. So this is really validating. The flexible card came out. And this is obviously around a new cycle. This is around the two of you. And if there is some kind of compromise that wasn't made, that could still potentially put things on this other track that are made, that is here. So this conversation, including possibilities, flexibility, compromises that might not have been made, that obviously still could be, and depending on the direction the two of you are going, obviously it's still on the table of making those compromises. A deep knowing, and that's really interesting because look, it's an owl here on the moon. The subconscious energy, like it's there. You know it's there. The owl, by the way, the owl is a Scorpio energy. And it's around a lot of the feelings, which they can actually hide as well, but they can see things in the night, in the dark, that we can't, you know. We have the earth and we have the moon. And this knowing energy around what's always been there, like the feelings of just talking about things. Also, I would say like getting the wisdom, literally like the information just from within yourself, but from each other. And this is an energy around reflection. Assessing the situation, controlling what you can, letting go of what you can't. This, to me, just feels like it could really go either way for you. Oh, yeah. Wow. The last two oracle coming in, as you can see, are orphaned and between worlds. That's that energy of the world card. The completion energy, which clearly here around this flexible energy is a validation that for some of you it's indicating like needing to meet in the middle somehow, like perhaps long distance or some money stuff. Again, third party issues are not always about people. It can be. And somebody that needs to complete that cycle around another person or a job or a location. And I kind of feel like everybody's here. You know, we are looking at the Between Worlds card, and that can be literal in terms of distance. But it's sort of like, where are we going? Because there was a pulling away. That's already clear, and that's connected to the apology and the orphaned energy. This energy of conflict and change that happened, but then also some that still needs to happen. And a really super specific message. Look at here in our orphaned card. Somebody's wearing a wedding dress. That's what it looks like to me. And it's also that energy, Eight of Cups, of sort of like abandoning the idea of, or somebody broke promises of where you were going. Should that have been or be next level possibilities of marriage? Super, super specific, but it is here. There's just not even a question. And I feel like everybody's here still, but it hasn't really been worked out. And that's just, yeah, it's just been a validation for me. The Tarot Closet, channeled love messages. Love messages from your person, messages from their higher self. The bottom of the deck. It was my fault. It's here with the King of Swords, communicating, the wake-up energy, judgment. Right above the Nine of Wands and the Ace of Swords, of like all the explaining that they have to do. Everything left unsaid, you could say. And the clarity that's here. Like they want to get here to the top of this mountain. I just want to show you again. Because it's clear up there. And this is your energy, Libra. For me today, that's like approaching you, writing you, calling you, but also then getting up there. And you. I am ashamed of the way I handled things. It was my fault. It's right here with the Page of Wands in reverse, which is definitely some immaturity. I'm still checking up on you. So that's a really strong validation for those of you that, well, you could even still be talking, but if you're not, it's like Page of Swords energy, you know, of talking to other people or looking at social media. Yeah, stare into your eyes in photos. So that's also Six of Cups energy. The Sun in Scorpio. It's nostalgic. It's like looking at stuff connected to the two of you, which may be going really far back for some of you. I took you for granted. I'm sorry. Everything reminds me of you. So much regret. I'm ashamed of the way I handled things. So it's connecting to whatever has been going on. Clearly. Pun intended. It's right. I mean, it's right here with the wake-up energy. There can be a final decision energy in there. For you, for this person, for the both of you. This has hit me hard. Do you miss me too? It's right here in the Four of Swords, which, by the way, is your energy. Never doubt my love for you. Do you think of me too? And thinking of you keeps me awake at night. I want to bring in, I think I would bring in some tarot. Whoa! Tarot closet. This is yours. And this is yours. My world is dark without you. It's right here with Between Two Worlds. Those are yours. It's one more than I normally take, but the three here are together. So yeah, it's clear. They're yours. You are so good to me, and my life is dark without you. To what extent is that? It's going to be really specific for you. Don't give up on us. You are never far from my mind. In fact, thinking of you keeps me awake. And there's something here it wants to show. We will be together again someday. Can you feel my love? I feel your energy. You are my other half, Libra. That's soulmate energy. And I want to validate it. It won't be for everyone, but if you're on a twin flame journey, that's the energy as well. Really specific. And if you are, by the way, there are twin flame readings in the playlist. Everything's timeless, so I definitely recommend you check them out. Give me time. And your last channeled love message from your person, message from their higher self. I will never give up on us. Beautiful Libra, that is your reading today. As always, it's my honor channeling for you. Thank you for being here, watching, liking, sharing, and subscribing. It really helps to keep the channel moving, so thank you so much. I hope this finds you well wherever you are in the world. I look forward to seeing you next time. Until then, have a good day.